There's nothing wrong with that. But what you're basically entailing is that, you know, your boundaries are just saying no and having that self-respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like just because I'm not to where like I personally want to be like in life, so I'm like I need to like focus on me myself and growing, and then I can like go and like yeah I can help you or yeah we can do this blah blah blah. But
Yo, Roger, do you know? Because I got a text that the pizza driver is in our neighborhood. He hasn't knocked, has he?
No, he hasn't. I would have seen it on the ring camera.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
we got some pizza coming in, by the way, and we got a special guest if he does come in. But
Yeah, if you like pineapples and pepperoni,
Pineapples on
put,
pepperoni.
Pineapples in the chat because that's disgusting.
Why are you bashing it?
Hey,
Pineapple
but
pepperoni is
okay,
good.
we'll get into this real quick. So, is marriage still a thing that you're looking for in the future?
100%.
definitely
yeah,
100% both
100%.
ways.
Marriage first, kids after, happy family.
Okay, so with you being 28, is there a rush or is there like a time limit for you to, you know, want to get married, for you to have kids? So you would be okay with?
No, I'm not definitely not in a rush for that. If it happens,
well, I would say, okay, well, statistically, right, and according to science, right,
science.
women, hold on, women are on a biological clock, right, because the older you get, the more dangerous it becomes for you to have a kid. So this is why, like, we kind of go deep into this kind of shit, because, like, in your early years, in your 20s, really is your prime time to if you want to have kids, you want to have family, like, this is the time to do it. I'm not saying that you have to go out and do it. I mean, whatever we say, like, I'm sure you won't take it and be like, oh, wow, shit, I left with something impactful here. Yeah, no. But the problem is that also, like, when you're in a relationship and, you know, the woman is like ready to have kids, right? But the man is like, nah, I'm not ready yet. Why? Because he's on a financial clock. It's different, right? And so he wants to make sure that he's able to provide and he's able to, you know what I'm saying? There's some guys that are cool with the 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives. I get it. Personally, me, no. Like, I'm not, you know, I that's the only reason why I don't have kids, or I haven't had kids yet. But I do, yeah, at some point I will, for sure. But
you can still adopt and stuff. You don't have.
well, yeah, no, I know,
Nah.
foster. Well, here's the thing. I want 12 kids.
12.
12, yes.
12.
I want 5.
Yeah, me
Nice,
too.
okay.
I want
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that means you're gonna have to
One of
get
those
started.
squad.
You're gonna have to get started soon if you want 5, unless you're going back to back to back.
I can
to back
adopt.
to back
I
to
can
back.
adopt. I can adopt.
I dig that. Yeah, hell yeah.
adopt.
I actually, you know, that it's crazy because I've like, so anytime I say 12, people are like, what the fuck? Like 12? No,
That is a
well,
lot.
4 or 5 of my own and then adopt or foster, right? Like, that's really, but that's the goal. 12.
That's lit.
If I had 12,
Hell yeah.
I would want all
Straight up.
12 to be mine. If I had 12,
That'd be
because
cool.
I would want to see what they all looked like.
But how can you? Okay, so
get.
but the concept behind there is like, oh, it's gonna take you 12 years, right?
Yeah.
No, here,
No, but
here.
you know what's funny about that? I'm reminded about this one scene on Family Guy where he's like, what you want to do is have a bunch of kids because that increases the chances of one of them becoming a Hollywood kid.
You got way more chances.
But at the same time, though, if you want to speed up the process, right? Because it's not our fault that women take 9 months to have kids. So,
So you gotta get 2 or 3 pregnant.
so
at
you
the
got to get
same
3
time.
impregnated at the same time.
So you can go.
You
3
break
years,
down that-
9. 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, you got 9 kids.
Exactly.
9 kids
Yeah, so you
knocked
break
out,
down the time like in half. You
and they
know
all
what I'm
got
saying?
somebody to hang out with. now.
Yeah,
Got older
yeah,
brother,
straight
younger
up.
brother. Yeah,
I'm
I see
kidding,
what
by
you're
the way.
That's a good
I
idea.
think you are.
I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
not a
I'm
good-
kidding.
that's a
I'm
good
very
idea.
passionate about that. His tone got a little higher.
He's like, screw it,
He had a
15
plan.
kids.
15 kids. Nah, I'm joking. No, but yeah, to your point, yes, I'd love to have them all with the same person. Of course, I don't want to have like multiple baby mamas. I don't. Again, that's
Bro,
crazy.
12 kids with one girl.
No, not by one
You're tearing
girl.
her
Like
up,
we're
though,
talking
like,
about 5, 5 actual kids, right? And then the rest fostered or adopted for sure.
Even then, 5. You
You
turn
can have
her
like
up.
surrogates and stuff.
Yeah,
That too.
true. I would want a
That
surrogate.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a lot better. Have
Hell
somebody
yeah.
else go through it so your wife's body can look better than better than hers for sure.
All right, so let me.
You didn't answer that. You
Oh, yeah,
said
go
it
ahead.
is, but like, when would you want to get married? I mean, there's
I
always this.
agree with Kim.
There's always this idea though, like that you would want to get married, and not like you said, but like, when would you want to get married?
When I find the right person.
How do you know if they're the right person?
When you find the right person.
You know when it's the right person. Like
Right?
you're just happy all the time. Like they get you. You just vibe. Like if you have questions about somebody that's not the right person, that's not your person.
I wouldn't say it's vibing. I would say it's attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, it also has to do with like you guys like